We're here today to look at 608 South Manhattan. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, roughly 11 to 1200 square feet. We are north of Washington Street, which is that way, and we are to the west of Lyndhurst, so not too far from the airport, southwest side of Indy. There is no garage on this house, so a lot of these neighborhood houses some have garages, but a lot of street parking, gravel parking, or some people have made driveways. You can see there's no driveway here at this house, but supposedly we're looking at a firehouse today, and I've already walked it a little bit, and I'll kind of show you where it looks like the fire started and what damage it has done. This home is listed at about $95,000, and we're trying to analyze how much work needs to be done to the property. I do believe that when it's all fixed up, it will sell at about $170,000. Now, the brick facade here, there's some brick here that needs to be replaced in various areas. You could see the sides of the houses are aluminum. You could just re-side the whole house, or you could keep the brick front. It is kind of up to you. You got this tree here, which maybe just needs to be cut back a little bit. My guess is if there's fire damage, you're probably going to need to redo the roof at some point. A side door here, and then we'll also let's go ahead and take a look at the backyard right now. The gutters are full. I don't know the year off the top of my head, but this is likely a 1950s build. That's my guess. Gas line, side door. It's kind of an odd setup, as I don't think there's a back door here. AC isn't brand new, but it also doesn't look ancient either. No power to the house currently. You can see you got vines growing up into the roof. You got this really big tree, which I believe that's a tulip tree based on the buds I see on it, and this needs to be torn down most likely. So you got a pretty open backyard. Once you tear this down, there's no back door. It looks like she's got a driveway where you can come all the way back, and this alleyway looks pretty clean. Yeah, there's not too many potholes or anything like that, so I would even consider making a small parking spot or a garage back here, depending what the ARV is. Without a garage, as a 3.1, it looks like the comparables are $170,000. You can do a small parking spot back here, or I would definitely put it off to one side or the other, so there's still plenty of yard. Now, this is a very large tree. They're just hanging over the house. The tree looks pretty healthy, but you got to get those vines off, and I would get rid of these big bushes. Try to clean this yard up a little bit. This house isn't huge, but you would definitely potentially attract a younger family, kind of at a lower price point. You do see you kind of are on the approach into the Indy airport. All right, walking right in. You can smell the smoke right when you walk in. You have this coat closet. Now, I thought this was kind of a weird setup where this wall is set up. So right when I walked in, I was curious how you could maybe open things up a little bit. Looks like, yeah, a ceiling leak. This is a pretty cool feature. You don't see in a lot of houses, this bay window. Dining room here, really lovely colors. Now these are vinyl windows, but I'm gonna guess they're gonna need to be replaced. Just a guess, it's hard to say. Well, I've lost power in my flashlight here. So we're looking at the kitchen. You can start to see some of the smoke. They got a gas line in for the stove. Now the way I kind of look at this is you would reconfigure all of this. You'd probably knock out this wall, put in some sort of island. There's a lot you can do here. I'm not going to focus too much on what you could do, but I would still keep the living room, dining room, kitchen in the front section of this house, but I would definitely consider redoing the kitchen and knocking that wall out. Coming down the hallway here, you can start to see a lot more smoke building up. Utility room off to the left, and this is where that side door is. A lot of drywall damage that has nothing to do with the fire, but even the furnace and the water heater here look like they're in pretty good shape. Clean up the floors and things like that. You got your laundry area. Now I would love it if there was an actual back door to this house, but it does look like you're gonna have that side door. Somebody had a dog. That dog, or whatever animal, I'm assuming it was a dog, is back here scratching at the walls. So you're gonna need to replace a lot of that stuff. It is very cold in the house just because there's no power. I do see puppy stains in the flooring. I can't smell anything just because it's only 15 degrees outside, but I would venture to say once it warms up, that's going to start to smell. So you should probably have these floors killed or replace some of the flooring as well. Now that's the air return here, which you would want to have all your ductwork cleaned out or replaced. 32 degrees inside the house. Now what you can't see is this bathroom, unfortunately, and my flashlight just burned out. So it's pretty simple. Shower on the far side, toilet, and vanity. You can see to the outside right now, all the decking looks like it's in pretty good shape, but for you would just have to redo the bathroom. And the last two bedrooms are here. This looks like where the fire started. You can see part of the outside here. Everything would need to be replaced. You can see what the heat was doing. Relatively small fire in this bedroom. Looks like it started right there in that corner. But all the rafters, from my vantage right now, look pretty good. I imagine this was a small fire, potentially something plugged into the wall. And they have the electrical panel here, which is likely 100 amp. Probably want to redo that. That's kind of unique. I haven't seen one that looks like that. So, like I said, everything up here, from what I can see, looks pretty good. It's just gonna be a lot of drywall, potentially some water damage here in this room is my guess. Roof, a little bit of decking in that room, a lot of drywall, a lot of flooring, stuff like that. Up here is going to be more cosmetic. It doesn't look like you're replacing the furnace or AC, so that's cool. And I think that's going to be it for this video. I'm doing quick numbers in my head. I think $95,000 is probably a high list price. but we'll see what the seller can do and we'll see if we can make it work.